Big 3 is coming back for a third season on CBS. The 3-on-3 basketball league is comprised of 12 teams with rosters filled with former NBA and international player. It was started by Ice Cube, who is, of course, rapper, actor, producer, writer, does it all, and he joins me now. What's going on, Cube?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Oh, man, thanks for having me.
So let me just set this up for our viewers. What inspired you to start the Big 3 back in 2017?
Wow, just being a fan of basketball and, you know, just sick and tired of my favorite players retiring. And then they like poof, they vanish.
Right.
They like, you know, we've been watching these guys some of them since junior high, high school, college, pros, and then they're gone. So I'm like, yo, why not have a league where you can see these guys still play, modify it to where they can still play at a high level, and everybody loves 3-on-3. So let's elevate it to the pro level, and that's how it all got started.
What I love about Big 3 is what you said, right? Which is that we get to watch, in many instances, some of our heroes when we were kids still playing and still mixing it up. And sometimes they're pitted against people that they might have not actually played with that often when they were playing professionally.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you get to see some of the big matchups, some of the guys going at it from different eras in some ways. Which is cool. You're seeing guys who are trying to get back in the NBA, so they're young guys that's in their prime coming to play. And so, you know, it's just great for the fans. You know, if you're a basketball fan in the summer, you know, what's not to like about the Big 3? Hall of Fame coaches. On the court, you have all-stars, you have first-round picks, you have champions, first overall picks. So it's just a great league to show guys, you know, that they still got it. We moved our age limit down to 27 and up from 30 and up. Yeah. So we're catching guys in their prime, and some of these guys are going to make it back to the NBA by playing in the Big 3.
For sure, for sure. Were there any roadblocks that came with starting something this big? I mean, we're in our third season right now, but like there must have been some challenges for you trying to start something that might seem competitive to the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, I mean, huge challenges to start a new league. You know, a new league hasn't really been successful since the UFC. So that's like 20 years ago. So, you know, it's not an easy road, but we believe we had the right formula. We believe we have players that fans want to see. We believe that the 3-on-3 game should be elevated to the pro level. So we had a lot going for us, and all we needed was a little tenacity, a little, you know, passion, belief that fans want to see great basketball in the summer. And here we are, you know, 3 years later.
Before we let you go, I just want to ask you about John Singleton. Yesterday, LA declared May 21st as John Singleton Day. I was the one who filed the obituary for CBS News when he passed away because I really pushed our editors to let me do it because he had such a profound influence on my life, especially with Boys in the Hood. We cast you in your first picture, obviously, Boys in the Hood, which just changed, I think, for so many of us in this country, changed the perspective of how cinema could be for African Americans. Just give me your sense of your experience in working with him and how you felt when you learned the news.
I felt like I was working with a champion. You know, I felt like I was working with a master. He discovered me, and he was, you know, just a year older than me, still in school. You know, so he hadn't necessarily been discovered himself. And he was out, you know, recruiting me to be a part of Boys in the Hood, even though I didn't even know I could act. And I just think about and reflect, you know, that, you know, I wouldn't be sitting right here today if it wasn't for John Singleton. All the people that I've helped over the years with my movies like Friday and Barbershop You know, so without me, there's no. You probably wouldn't know that much about Chris Tucker as far as in cinema. You know, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Terry Crews, all the people that's come through my camp. They wouldn't be here if John Singleton didn't find me. So that just shows you his impact. He's going to be missed. I still consider him my mentor, my teacher, and, you know, it's just a profound loss. But luckily we have his work to keep his legacy alive.
Not only do we have his work, I mean, you said something in a tweet. You wrote that he not only made me a movie star, but he made me a filmmaker. I love what you said about all the other young actors and actresses who, I mean, we're talking about Regina King, I mean, winning Academy Awards.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Long.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I
you
mean,
guys, you guys are the legacy.
Taraji.
You are the legacy of John Singleton. His work and the actors and actresses that he brought to the fore. That we, you know, you were already a rapper. You were well known. But I mean, yeah, dude, you could act from day one.
Man, I mean, it's like, think Angela Bassett, Cuba Gooding Jr., Morris Chestnut. I mean, you can go on and on and on and on with his impact on our lives, and we're forever grateful, and we're all part of his team. You know, we're all his students.
Ice Cube, thank you so much for spending time with us, man. Love Big 3, love your work. Thank you very, very much for all that you do and all that you have done.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Check out this season. And if you can check us out live, you got to see us live, big3.com/tickets. Hey, we're going to be doing it all summer on CBS, baby.
Yeah, we're going to be watching. You can watch, as Ice Cube says, the Big 3 League games on both the CBS Television Network and CBS Sports Network on Saturdays and Sundays. Thank you, Ice Cube.